Gems? Come on, Gems. You know what time you've gone, but don't you?
Throat hurts.
Hey, I never mentioned that when you ate breakfast this morning. Well, come on.
I don't want to.
Look, babe, I know you're in the big school now, but you'll get used to it.
But everyone will be talking about us.
Look, people are going to say all sorts of things, but we just got to face up to it.
My throat hurts.
Gemma, you have to go to school. Me and Elaine have done nothing to be ashamed of, and none of us are going to hide away, okay?
Mind that.
I just don't see why you have to rush into things.
I'm not.
Sam, you've only known her a few months. You knew our Val not long, and look how that turned out.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
I'm only thinking of you, mate.
Jimmy, why this sudden interest in my personal life? You've never bothered before. Not worried about losing the money, are you? Worried about the rent?
No, of course not. I just don't want you ending up in a mess over some woman you hardly know. Listen, I'll tell you, if it doesn't work out, you'll be out on the streets.
Yeah, well, I'll just have to work harder at it, won't I?
And it isn't just Carmel you got to think about either. You've got to take that son of hers into consideration. It'll be a long time before he settles down. As soon as you move in, he'll be out to cause trouble.
You don't know that.
Yeah, well, I bet it's at the back of your mind, isn't it?
Look, Jimmy, I know the kid's hard work, but Carmel means a lot to me. And if I've got to build a few bridges with Tim, though, so be it. I mean, the best way I can do it is being part of the family.
Yeah, well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Did you see who did this, mate?
I haven't got a clue. It was here when I opened up.
If I find him, I'll kill him.
I want to go in.
It's not going to be someone around here, though, Mick, is it? It's probably someone who's seen your name in the Echo.
I want to go to school.
No need to worry, James.
I wouldn't let people like this get to you, Mick. They're not worth it, mate.
Why can't they understand, eh? We just did what a dying woman asked. Nothing more, nothing less. Come on.
Are you going to try and persuade him to stay?
Love, I can't force him to stay just because we need the 60 quid a week.
Right, can I leave the rest of my stuff till later?
Yeah, go ahead, no probs.
Best of luck for later, Linz.
Thanks, Tim.
Are they recording you today?
No, just going to fit me out, you know, for wigs and makeup and that.
Well, don't forget me when you're famous. Hey, I'll be able to tell everyone that girl used to do me sausage dinners.
It's only Sing Like a Star. It's not even real telly.
Hey, don't undersell yourself. If the Spice Girls can do it, so can you.
I should be so lucky, eh?
That wasn't the Spice Girls, was it? Ta-ra.
Trust him.
Ta-ra.
Dad, you know if I'm not back from Manchester in time, can you cover for me?
Yeah, no, right.
You know when you start college, are you going to do your shift at the Chippy?
Oh, I'll be all right.
I'm serious, Dad.
Lindsay, stop panicking, will you? Look, I'll be able to take loads of time off. Colleges, you don't clock on, you know. And look at that fellow who used to live next door, Nat Simpson, and him over the way, Mike Dixon. When they were at college, they were hardly ever there. It'll be a doddle, I'm telling you.
Murderer.
What did you say?
You heard? Murderer. What are you going to do, eh? Murder me and all.
Hiya. Did you tell Jackie I wasn't coming in today?
That's what I went out for, wasn't it?
I just wondered what she said.
She wasn't round, so I told Mike.
So, what did he say? Did he say anything?
It doesn't matter what he said.
What's wrong?
What are you laughing at?
Your face, I thought it was something dead important.
Yeah, well, it is important, Rachel. I can't wear them for work. And we just can't afford a new pair.
Chris, you've got to have shoes.
Yeah, but we can't afford them.
Don't be soft. We can buy them on instalments in the catalogue.
Oh, I don't know about that, Rach.
Oh, stop worrying. They won't cost that much.
You want me to choose them then?
Yeah, of course.
It's an important decision.
Chris, you're only buying a pair of shoes.
No, it's an important decision, and I think we should take important decisions together, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Good.
Yes, come in. Ah, hello, Mr. Johnson. Come in and take a seat.
Look, I appreciate you seeing me at such short notice.
What can I do for you?
Well, I thought you ought to know about the abuse I've just taken in your playground.
Abuse?
Yeah. I suppose you read last night's paper. Me and my wife appearing in court.
Yes, I did, actually.
Well, I've just dropped my daughter off, and I've had these gang of kids chatting murder at me. I've even had it spray painted across my shop window.
Oh, dear. I'll look into it for you.
It's my kids I'm more worried about. The thought of them being picked on by that mob out there.
Well, no incidences have been brought to my attention so far.
You know, from what I've just seen, I'd appreciate it if you keep an eye on them for me, okay?
They'll be fine. I'll speak to the staff to be on the lookout.
Good. Thanks for your time.
Mr. Johnson, while you're here, I was actually going to phone you.
Oh, yeah?
Look, I'd quite understand if, under the circumstances, you'd like to reconsider your position as parent governor.
You what?
It may be the best thing in view of recent developments, don't you think?
Hey, hold on. Me and my wife have just been charged, that's all. Just formally charged. We haven't even stood trial yet.
Yes, I know. I realise that. But I've spoken to one or two of the other governors, and in view of the school's public image and...
I don't believe this. You're as bad as that lynch mob of kids out there.
But, Mr. Johnson,
No, hang on. Innocent till proven guilty. That's what the law says. And there's no way I'm giving up anything, not until I know what's going to happen. So, you just make sure my kids are protected from ignorant, prejudiced people, okay?
Look, I'll have them ones. They're 10 quid cheaper.
No, Christian, have the shoes you really like.
Yeah, but we're skint.
Well, 10 quid won't make much difference. I bet it's only about 50p a week more on the instalments.
Yeah, but what's the point in wasting money?
I feel terrible.
Why?
Well, if I hadn't handed him a notice, you'd be able to get the shoes you really want, the expensive ones.
Look, I'll just have the cheaper ones. You can order them for me today.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
How you feeling?
Oh, hi. Oh, my tummy's a little sore. Oh.
Well, come on, tell me. What did they say? Have you had the results?
Well, Mr. Elliot, the consultant, he won't be round till after lunch.
So we still don't know.
Well, no, not yet, but the staff nurse says as soon as he's seen me, I'll be able to go home 5 or 6 o'clock-ish, she thinks.
Well, why is he leaving it till later? Was there something he noticed?
Max, don't be so paranoid. He's been doing surgery all morning.
So you'll be home in a few hours then?
And we can try for our new baby, safe in the knowledge there's absolutely nothing wrong with me.
Well, let's not count our chickens, eh? Well, it's an investigation you've had, not an operation to cure anything. You haven't had the results for that yet.
Max, I'm fine. I'm healthy. I just wanted proof I was able to have another child. And once I've got it, it's your turn.
Of course.
Max, I just want things to move on. If it wasn't for all these nurses, I'd drag you into bed right now.
Hey, Mike. Have you seen what someone's done to the chippy window?
Yeah. Worst thing is, little Gemma saw it. She was dead upset.
Hey, do you think they really did knock off Elaine's mum?
Well, what if they did? She had terminal cancer, didn't she?
Oh, Mike, how can you say that?
Well, look, I can't understand why people can't get their heads around this. They put her out of her misery, so it's a mercy killing. It's not murder, is it?
Oh, yeah, and since when has Mick Johnson been qualified to make a decision like that? It's amazing in my book. No, Rachel?
No, she's still feeling off.
Oh, did she phone?
No, Christine came in.
Typical. He's probably got her wrapped up in a big pink ball of cotton wool with a copy of the Woman's Weekly. Is my dad around?
Yeah, he's in the office.
Oh, is he opening my mail again? I told him not to do it without me there.
Here's your partner, remember?
Jackie? Jackie, love, is this your lucky day or what?
Why is that, Dad? Are you taking the day off?
I'm being serious here, love. You know that Yankee lager you've been flogging?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've sold more of it than anybody else in Merseyside and Lancashire. So guess what? You've only won an all-expenses-paid trip to the west coast of the US of A with a 10-day stay in Las Vegas.
You serious?
It's all there, look. Flights to Los Angeles and Vegas. Must be worth at least 3,000 quid.
Easy.
I can't really read it, Dad.
Who says the Dixon look isn't on the up and up, eh?
Is this a wind-up?
No, it's all there, love. Free trip to America, all in.
He's right, Jack. Fortnight away.
No. There's no way I'm going anyway for 2 weeks.
You are?
You are? This is a chance of a lifetime.
Jackie, love, after all you've been through, it'd be a break from everything.
Yeah, well, I've already wasted enough time this year sitting around half blind. I don't need any more time off.
Don't be stupid.
take it, love. You'll enjoy it once you get there.
No, Dad, I'm not going.
I don't believe this. A trip to America for nout, and she's saying no. Well, look, love, don't turn it down without thinking it through, eh? Right, I'll see you later. I'm just getting down the wholesaler to take your list.
Yeah.
Why won't you go?
Well, I can hardly walk out and leave you and my dad in charge of the place, can I? By the time I got back, we'd be knee-deep in poke scratchings and your minty girlfriend.
Mum, is that you?
No, it's me, yeah. He was out with my stuff.
Your mum didn't say you were moving in today.
No, well, I brought things forward a bit, you know. Could you give us a hand?
I'm sorry. Gotta go to work. Don't want to be late now, do I?
Oh, come on, son.
Not your bloody son.
Look, it'll only take a few minutes.
Why should I?
Look, if I'm going to be living here, don't you think that me and you should try and get on? For your mum's sake.
I don't want to get on with you.
Well, for God's sake, all I want's a quiet life, OK?
No, all you want is me mum's house. She does the cooking and all the cleaning while you just slob about doing nothing.
Oh, yeah. And your mum will stand for that, won't she?
You're living in Jimmy Corkle's garage, aren't you? No wonder you want an house. You con me mum into moving in here.
Well, you see, that's where you're wrong. You see, your mum asked me to move in.
Oh, I bet.
It's the truth. And if you don't like it, it's your problem.
I know your game. As soon as you get in here, you're going to push me out. Well, I'm not moving. I'm going to stay and watch everything you do.
Oh, really? And I'm just going to have to make sure I give you something to watch, aren't I?
OK, then.
OK, then.
Take no notice, boss.
It's not that easy, is it? Is Simba back yet?
No. Probably still holed up in that new love nest with his new girlfriend, isn't he? Why, what's up?
Well, I want to know if Carmel's been telling tales down at the comp.
Oh, aye.
The headmaster suggested that I might like to step down as school governor.
You are?
Reckons he's been talking to the other governors, and I know she's still well in with them.
Well, that's nice, isn't it, eh? What happened to innocent until proved guilty, eh?
Well, that's what I told him. Sanctimonious forget.
Listen, one more terms. One out here.
Yeah, got two just in case.
Aye, aye. Looks like somebody else reckons your boss should be banged up, eh?
Maybe.
I'm surprised he got out on bail. Has he said anything about the busy search in the house yesterday?
No.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. He must have said something. The whole close story.
You're talking about me, are you?
Well, to be honest with you, Mick, everyone's talking about you. Just seems funny you can open a brand new chippy like this after being on the bones of your backside. Hey, anyone would think you forged the old girls well or something, eh?
You know what? If you didn't have a weak heart, I'd plant you for that.
Well, you got to admit it, Mick. It does look a bit iffy, doesn't it?
You don't know anything about it. All me and Elaine did was help a woman dying in agony because their bloody doctors wouldn't give her the drugs she needed, all right?
Yeah? All right, fair enough, yeah.
And if I catch you saying otherwise, one more charge against me isn't going to make any difference. And the same goes for you as well, Jimmy. If I catch you gossiping about my business, you and your Lindsay are going to be looking for new jobs.
So, how long does she have to stay in?
Oh, I'm collecting her later.
Oh, good, good. How's she feeling?
Oh, she's fine, you know, fine. I think. I just wish she wasn't in such a rush to conceive.
Oh, but I was rather under the impression that it was you who came up with the idea of trying for another child.
Well, I must confess, yes, it was, but now I'm not so sure. I think it would be a good idea if we waited a while.
I see.
She's so obsessed by the idea. I don't risk upsetting her by asking her to wait a bit, and she's still very up and down. And I couldn't stand the thought of her harming herself.
Do you know, I have a damn good mind to put speed bumps on this forecourt. The way some people race in here, you think it was a pit stop.
I'll see you later, anyway.
Yes, mate.
Hey, you! Are you a complete moron, or can't you read? That says no smoking. You can float a lot of us to kingdom come.
Hey, Tinette, the ball's here.
Where do you think you're going?
You want paying for the petrol, don't you?
Oh, still here, are you?
All right, Chaz. What you doing?
Just cruising.
So you got a new one today?
Is right.
I'll deal with this. Just to make sure that idiot out there doesn't try lighting another cigarette. Right. Thank you. There you are. And I'd be pleased if you'd drive off my forecourt at a reasonable speed. You could have killed someone racing in here like that.
Hey, mate, I'll give you the 20.
I'm sorry, it was a 10.
I had the 20, didn't I?
Yeah.
You gave me that.
Now I'll give you that 20 on the other side.
I am quite sure you gave me this £10 note.
You robber.
If you think I'm wrong, you can go to the police. I'm quite happy to make a statement. Now, will you please leave?
You rob an old fart. Come on.
And I'd be grateful if you took your custom elsewhere in the future.
You robber.
They've stolen those from here. Did you see them?
I didn't see anything.
No, you get straight out there and you get back what they've stolen.
You must be joking.
They are your friends. I insist you get them to put back what they've taken from my counters.
No way.
You realise that your refusal means I shall have to issue a written warning. One more step out of line, my boy, and you are dismissed.
I'm not having that. You can shove your poxy job. I'm out of here. Just wait.
Here you start.
Just a gang of kids in a car.
Sorry, robbed.
Yeah, as long as they keep the thieving mitts off mine.
Listen, there's a message for you.
Oh, who from?
Your favourite fire, Bobby?
Oh, aye. What do you want?
Well, he can't see you tonight because you're doing a night shift, so he wants to know if you want to go out tomorrow night. Said to give him a ring at home.
Oh, nice to know he prefers telling you all the arrangements instead of phoning me back.
So, you going to see him or what?
That's my business.
Oh, listen, Jack, you know about this holiday to the States?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, you're not just going to waste it, are you?
Well, that's my business too.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, family should get first refusal, so why don't you give it to me mum?
Well, my mum's scared of flying.
Well, then give it to me. I love the States. I can do a travel book or something.
Oh, great idea. And you get Ollie Simpson to find you to publish it again, eh?
Come on, Jack, I haven't had a holiday since I started here.
Mike, you've only been here a few months.
Jackie! Hey! Talk about the look of the dickos. This scratchy thing was on one of them bottles from the cash and carry. I've won £100.
Oh, you jam your gas. I did that last week, didn't win a thing.
We are definitely on a roll here. My big win at poker now, this. Your trip to the States. Tell you what, love, you want to get yourself over to Vegas, get on them tables, you clean up.
I've got a better idea, Dad. You take the holiday.
Me? You serious?
Yeah, well, it makes sense, doesn't it? I'm not interested in gambling, and you are my partner, so you've got just as much right to the holiday as I have. So you go and win a fortune.
Yeah, but how will you manage here?
Well, I managed before you, my partner. So go on, go and enjoy yourself, eh?
You sure?
I'm positive, Dad.
Right, I will. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, I will. I'm going to cash this in. I'll turn this into £1,000 in Las Vegas.
What are you doing, wasting the time?
It's not wasted.
Of course it is. All he ever does is slag off the Americans.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, it means he'll be up my hair for the whole fortnight. Cheaper the price, I reckon. Excuse me, I've got to phone Ben.
I'll be glad when I get my new ones. I feel like everyone's staring at my feet.
Don't be soft. Anyway, I might be able to help you there. I went into town shopping today and I saw this job advertised in the cake shop next to the library. So I'm going to go and see the manager tomorrow.
Great.
Well, if I get the job, you'll be able to get the shoes you wanted, you know, the expensive ones.
Don't old women work in cake shops?
The girls in there weren't that much older than me.
But they were all fat pigs though, weren't they? Guzzling cakes on the sly all day.
They weren't fat. I thought you'd be really pleased for me. So shall I not see this man tomorrow?
Oh, it's up to you. Whatever makes you happy.
Oh, I might be better leaving it.
It's up to you. Look, I'm gonna be late for work. See you later.
See ya.
There you go, now watch that, it's hot. Hey, up, mushy peas, don't forget them. Ta-da, love.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hi.
What are you doing here? I thought it was your Lindsay's ship.
Yeah, well, she's been held up in Manchester, trying on wigs and things, you know. Yes, son.
Hey, you've got a nerve showing your face in here.
You what?
Just tell your girlfriend to keep her nose out of my business, okay?
Hang on, mate. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
No? Well, I go into the school this morning to make sure the kids don't get any hassle. Only to have thought and asked me to step down as school governor.
Well, I can see why you're annoyed, mate, but I don't know what that's got to do with Carmel.
Well, I know she's still friendly with Thornton.
Hey, hang on. Give her a bit of credit, will you? Carmel wouldn't do something like that.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I mean, she hasn't seen him for ages, not since she resigned. And anyway, I told her what you told me, and she's on your side. She knows why you did it. Her mum died of cancer. She even said to me that she wishes she had the guts to do the same thing.
Sorry, sir. I'm sick of people gossiping, judging me.
Well, don't accuse me and Carmel of being like all the rest. We're both rooting for you and Elaine.
And you two are the only people around here who are. I don't know what I'm going to do, mate. I just don't know.
I'll leave you two now, okay?
Susanna? What is it?
The tests.
What's wrong?
They found adhesions. I may have to have an operation.
What operation?
If the adhesions give me any further trouble.
What do you mean?
A consultant, Mr. Elliot, he didn't like something he saw when he did the test last week. The laparoscopy has just confirmed his fears. An infection, probably the infection I had in my pelvis after the accident. It's caused a lot of damage. I'm never going to have another baby. Never.
This powerful film drama next on 4 as a middle-aged racer battles to rekindle a sporting glory and mend a broken dream in Ride with the Wind.
What's the show at the Playhouse?
It's a Beatles thing, Sergeant Pepper's Magical Mystery Trip.
And what's on at the Everyman?
Something called the Ale House. Yeah, I saw the same author's play about a taxi driver last year. It was funny. Thanks.
Do you mind if we saw the Beatles thing?
No, not at all. I got some tickets this morning.
Morning, Dan.
Morning. Why have we got this muesli stuff instead of normal cornflakes?
Just fancied a change.
You mean Eleanor likes it?
That's hardly enough to be going out on, is it?
Try the muesli, you might like it.
I've not got time. I'm going to school.
Oh, Dan, do you mind fending for yourself tonight? Eleanor and I are going to the theatre.
So I'm just going to be dumped again.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm just asking you to look after yourself for one night. I'll leave some supper out for you.
What do you like?
Daniel?
Here you go, babe. Make you feel better.
She feels hot. I think we should let this young lady stay off school today.
Can you have test?
Hey, don't be soft. He's not ill.
I don't want to be here on my own.
I'm going to be here all day. I'm not going to Chippy till tonight.
It's all right. I'll go to school.
What's up, James? Do you want to give us 5 minutes?
Yeah. Tell you what, I'll go and phone that solicitor that Eleanor recommended. I'll use the phone upstairs, eh?
Now then, young lady. What's the matter, eh?
I want to go to school.
You're not well. Why have you suddenly changed your mind?
I don't want to be here on my own.
You won't. You've heard Elaine. She'll be here.
I don't want her looking after me.
Why? Why, James?
She killed Nanny Gladys because she was sick. I don't want her to kill me.
Oh, God, James. Don't think like that.
Hey, Simo, have you seen Leo Johnson?
No.
Has he been banged up for wasting his grandma, as well as Arthur?
I don't know, I've not seen him. Where'd you get this?
See, I told you he was a dickhead. It's a knockoff. Do you want to live to school?
I wasn't going to school, actually.
Or weren't you, actually?
Hey, you! What are you trying to do? Give me half failure or what? You want to have a bit more respect for your elders. You cheeky little... I know who you are, you know.
So come on, you meth. Have you got the bottle or what?
You should have a bit more sense, Danny Simpson, talking about with scally whites like him.
Just called in to order some salmon butties for me dinner, please. I wish I had a nice cushy office job on days like today. Hey, don't kid yourself. I've got a stack of type into this eye and I can't understand half of it. Anyway, what's up with you? Well, I'm meant to be going to pictures with Ben tonight. Only I've had 2 staff who've rung in sick. Well, how about Rachel? It's supposed to be her last night, isn't it? I've given up on her. Have you seen her? Not since last week. It's mad, isn't it? I just can't understand her packing in a job to play mumsy. She's turning out as bored in his ears, but I won't forgive her for leaving me in the lurch like this.
All right, girls.
Hey, Dad.
Sorry I'm late, love. I just dipped into town to get my holiday gear, you know?
You go?
The big silver bird departs stateside 6 o'clock tomorrow. Yes, sir. What about that, eh? Kinda neat, huh?
Oh, suits you, sir. Hey, you look the part in that.
That's the idea, love. That's the idea. And hey, wait till you get a load of these. What about that, eh? Well, I don't want them Yanks thinking I'm just some fuddy-duddy old English fella, do I? No, sir.
No, I shouldn't think they'll think you're that, Dad.
Oh, Cassie. I'm glad you popped in. I was going to phone you. I wanted to have a word about tomorrow.
All right, the funeral. I was just checking what time it starts in the tally.
I know you're supposed to be working here in the morning, but I've decided to close the garage all day. I'll pay you for your shift, of course.
Well, that's really good of you. Tell you what, if you're willing to pay, why don't we put it towards the new memorial fund they've started?
Yes, it's a splendid idea. Or we could split it with Alder Hay. Diana was always so involved with children, wasn't she? I think they had a special place in her heart.
I am surprised at how shocked I am still. It's funny, isn't it? It feels like she was, I don't know, ours, do you know what I mean?
I do indeed. It's just an appallingly sad loss.
Yeah, but it's the young ones as well, isn't it? Even people you wouldn't think would be bothered.
Exactly. You know, I think it's the manner of her death that distresses me most.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's given a lot of people something to think about, eh?
We can only hope so, Cassie.
Yeah, that's what you gave a lot of people, isn't it? Hope.
Hey, you shouldn't be doing that.
I'm quite capable.
You should be resting.
I can cope.
Why don't you wait till Julie gets here? Leave it to her.
I've told you, Max, I can cope. I have to get on with things.
Why are you punishing yourself?
I'm not.
You are. Well, it's hardly surprising, isn't it? It's only a few months since you had the accident.
All I'm doing is accepting fate, because that's what it is. Just like the accident, I have to face the fact I'm never going to have another child. Ever.
You can't just give up like that. I mean, we could foster a child, we could adopt. There are plenty of options open to us.
I don't want to think about it, Max. I'll just have to live with the memory of Matt and Em in my life now.
Huey, it's only me.
Oh, is this lot for the jumble sale? Oh, we want to raise as much money as we can for them poor little mites. Oh, you look very well, love. Oh, how did it go at the hospital? Were the tests all right?
No, Julia, I'm afraid they weren't. I won't be able to have another child. I'm infertile.
Oh, love. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, at least we've saved ourselves months of trying, not knowing there was anything wrong.
She seems to be taking it very well.
Yes, she does, doesn't she?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Johnson, but as I said before, I shouldn't be discussing this case with you. Didn't you speak to that solicitor I recommended?
Yeah, well, I phoned him, but he's in court in Manchester.
Thanks.
I just don't understand why you can't represent us both.
We've been through this. As you know, I listened to the tapes of the interviews that you and Mick had with the police, and there are some discrepancies. I feel it would be a conflict of interest for me.
But me and Mick just answered the police's questions. Look, all I need to know is it possible to go away when you're on bail, just for a week or two?
I take it you both want to go away?
We all do, yeah, the kids as well. There's been so much gossip.
Going away won't stop the gossip.
The kids are having a nightmare. They're getting sick all the time, and so are we. Do you know someone sprayed murderer on our shop front the other day?
Yes, I did see that. It must be dreadful for you.
I can't sit round and take it anymore.
Well, I must say that you were lucky to get bail at all under the circumstances. But I can try. And you do realise that if they allow it, and I can't guarantee that at all, that you might have to report to the local police station every day?
I don't care what we have to do. I just want to get my family away from here.
There, you bloody idiot! Do you want to race your blade?
Can I come in? We've nothing to talk about.
You've got to let me have my say.
Haven't you said enough already?
Look, that courtroom did my head in. Watching you there knowing it was all my fault.
Nobody asked you to come, Cassie.
I wanted to be there, Elaine.
What, so you could see Mick hung, drawn and quartered?
No, I wanted to be there for you. And I wanted some justice for what he did to me mum. Look, I didn't want to get you into trouble. Honest to God, I didn't.
But you have. How could you be so stupid? What hurts Mick hurts me and the kids. We could be sent to prison and the kids could end up in care.
I did it for me mum's sake.
And how do you think she's feeling now, eh? What's she thinking looking down on everything that's happened? She talked to you first about helping run away, didn't she?
I couldn't do something like that.
No, and that's why she asked me and Mick. She came to live here because she knew we'd look after her, not dump her in some hospital like you would have done. You didn't give a toss about what she really wanted. All you wanted to do was get rid.
You know that's not right. I love my mum. My mum loved me.
Yeah, she did. She loved us all, and I bet she still loves us as she looks down now, in spite of you going off to the police telling all sorts of lies about Mick, who, by the way, did a great deal more than you did to help her die the way she wanted, with dignity. Now get out of my house!
No, Elaine!
Get out!
No!
Out!
Oh, Elaine, she threw me out. You've got to tell her I didn't mean to get her into trouble. Tell her she's wrong, please.
Get lost, Cassie. Come on.
Please. I'm sorry for what I did.
Oh, yeah? It's a bit late now, isn't it? You destroyed my family because you wouldn't listen to what anyone else had to say. You wouldn't accept that your mom had a right to choose how and when she died. We helped your mom do what she wanted, and then you're going to accuse your own sister of being a murderer. And get out of my sight!
Leave that for a minute, Paul. This stock needs dressing forward. It's in a terrible mess. Well, come on, man. Look lively. Where's your energy? Where's all your joie de vivre?
Pink?
Not in the shop, old son, if you don't mind.
Hey?
I'm David Crosby here. For reasons of discipline and morale, you understand.
Yeah, is he here?
I presume you mean O'Leary.
I need to talk to him now.
Well, he's gone. He doesn't work here anymore, as of yesterday.
Why have you sacked him?
No, he walked out, as a matter of fact.
Why? What happened?
Well, some friends of his arrived, and they started stealing in here. Sweets, chocolate bars. When I asked him to get them back for me, he refused. So I threatened him with a warning, and he resigned. Drove off with these thieving hooligans.
Flaming hell. So who were these friends he drove off with?
Well, a bunch of ne'er-do-wells, there's no doubt about that, and I'm pretty certain that the car they were in was stolen.
I saw him earlier on in the car in town. What am I going to tell his mother?
Sinbad, look, I know it's not exactly your responsibility, but I'm afraid you got yourself involved with a young lad who's destined for an awful lot of trouble.
Julia, you got a price for that iron sweater? Look at me. Make a fool of myself.
Oh, what's wrong? I was just on my way back from the ladies and I just stopped to look at this. Look at them, the poor little souls. The foster parents, and some of them have been wounded. And they haven't even got enough to eat. You know, it doesn't matter how much money we send. It's never going to be enough. They're being pushed from pillar to post and nobody wants them.
Oh, every little helps, Julia.
All I've done is traipse around the estate with bin bags full of old clothes. I just wish I could do something more for them.
Well, you've done your best, that's all anybody can do.
Do you know, I've gone to church all my life, but when I see things like this, I can't help but think, how can he forget? How can he be so cruel? Just look at the poor little things. God help them.
I think you need a nice cup of tea.
It's all right, love, I'll get it. It's my turn on the tea stall anyway.
There you go. Thanks a lot. What are you doing? Doing your aunt. Oh, no, you're okay. I phoned round. I'll have some standing staff in an hour or so. I'm helping you, okay? Yes, please. Too rich, please. Cheers, Casey. I don't know what I'm going to say when Ben turns up. Hell of a first date, Ed. Should have phoned Rachel and May to come in. No chance. Even Christian refused to do any overtime because he was so desperate to get back to his little wifey. Well, when you pay her off, you should dock her wages for dumping on you like this. Thanks. There you go. I'll put it on your bill.
All right, Jackie.
Look, I'm really sorry about this, but I've got staff problems. I won't be able to get away for a while.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've had a couple of staff phoning sick.
No problem. Work comes first. Can I help?
No, just take a seat and have a drink. We'll manage.
Come on, there must be something I can do.
Well, there are some empty glasses that need collecting, but it's not that important.
That'll do me. I'm on my way.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Hey, I wouldn't be the first firebobby doing a bit of moonlighting.
Well, as long as you don't want paying. Okay, you must be keen.
Mr. Simpson! I just wondered if I could have a word.
Look, I'm sorry, but I was delayed at work and I'm due out in 15 minutes. Is it important?
Well, isn't that young lad of yours more important than you going out gallivanting?
I'm sorry?
Have you seen him tonight?
No, as I said, I've just got home.
Well, I have. Getting into a car with that O'Leary lad.
What? When was this?
This morning, when he should have been in school. I just wanted to warn you that that article's a troublemaker. He was driving like a maniac.
Oh, God.
That Sinbad's gonna get himself involved with that family. I wouldn't like to see your Daniel getting thick with them as well.
Well, thank you very much for telling me, Julia.
Just doing my duty as a responsible citizen.
What was that all about?
An act of rebellion that I'm just about to nip in the bud.
Ollie, what about the theatre?
Oh, Thank God for that.
All sorted.
Yeah, thanks for your help. It's great being busy, but it plays havoc with my social life. Yeah, and mine. Listen, I better get off to Angela's. I'll see you both later. Oh, cheers, Casey.
See you, Casey. We've missed the 8 o'clock show. Do you fancy a couple of drinks in town and then catching the 10 o'clock?
I hate being boring, but, well, I'm absolutely knackered.
Do you want to call it off then?
Well, do you know what I'd really like to do?
Go on.
Go back to the flat, put my feet up, and have a couple of glasses of wine. You don't mind, do you?
You mean with a bit of company as well, like?
Yeah, why not?
Have you been to school?
Yeah.
Tell me the truth, where have you been?
What's the big deal?
The big deal is, you were seen being driven in a car by that O'Leary boy when you were meant to be in school.
I wasn't.
Julia Brogan saw you.
So you believe some mad old woman's word over mine? I hate Tina O'Leary. Why would I be anywhere with him?
Mrs. Brogan saw you.
Well, she needs her head tested. I've not been anywhere near him.
I know you, Daniel. You've got a bee in your bonnet about Eleanor staying here, haven't you? And you'd go along with that O'Leary and skip school just to spite me, wouldn't you? Just to try and make me feel guilty about having Eleanor here.
No.
Well, you've spoiled our evening out. 2 theatre tickets, wasted. Are you satisfied? Now get upstairs. I'll bring you up something to eat. Stay away from O'Leary.
Perhaps I should stop staying over. Well, you don't want to risk your relationship with Danny just because of me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not having him spoiling things for us.
It's not that serious, is it?
What?
Us.
Well, I hope it will be. Oh, I don't know what to do about Dan. Do I prove he's lying? Do I just let it go? I don't want to make things worse. I don't want to alienate him, and I certainly don't want him to alienate you.
Then perhaps it's best if you forget what happened today. I'm going to finish making the supper.
Oh, that's lovely, then.
All part of the denacering process.
You must be mad, you.
Why's that?
Well, you've never given up, have you?
Hey.
Well, all through that business with Leanne, when I was blinded and that, I treated you like... Well, I kept putting you off, but...
That's because you kept turning me down. What I couldn't have was irresistible. That's why I didn't give up.
Mad, but nice with it.
Hi.
Hi. Thought I'd finish early.
Good.
Like a coffee?
Oh, I'd love one.
Great. What are you doing?
Making a list of adoption agencies.
What?
Well, you know what you said about adoption. Well, I know I poo-pooed it, but now I realise I was wrong.
It's a bit sudden, isn't it, darling?
Well, it hit me when I saw these photographs of Rwandan children at the jumble sale. They've got nothing. Nobody wants them.
You want to adopt an African baby?
Oh, why ever not? What difference does it make where the baby comes from?
Well, I'm sure adoption takes a long time. It needs a lot of conviction. You can't just rush into it.
I've got the conviction.
Slow down, Susanna. Look, this whole thing needs a lot of careful consideration.
I know I can do it. I proved myself as a mother. Look at all the years I brought up Matthew and Emily. They were all that mattered to me. Oh, Max, I've got all this love inside and no one to share it with. Well, it makes sense. I'm going to make an appointment with one of these adoption agencies first thing in the morning.
Tim.
All right. Didn't think you'd be talking to me.
Yeah, well, I've been falling out with everyone. Who would I have left if I sent you to Coventry?
Yeah, well, sorry I haven't been much company lately. Found out Tim's been robbing cars.
What?
Caught him messing around in a car in town. About to be knocked off.
You tackled him about it?
Can't even find him, the little get.
You told Carl?
How can I? So I just think I'm trying to cause trouble, trying to do the lockdown. We're already at each other's throats. Anyway, you don't want to be hearing about my problems. Got enough of your own. Gonna try and get away on holiday then, or what?
I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear from the solicitor.
Anyway, I don't like the idea of it looking like we're running scared, you know what I mean?
You know you know.
Try telling the gossips around here, that's...
What do you know about my son driving off with that O'Leary boy?
Danny?
As far as I'm aware, that boy's too young to be driving. Was it stolen? And if it was, what was my son doing in it?
Hey, hang on. I didn't even know your Danny was in the car.
But you know that O'Leary's been involved in stealing cars.
Come on, that's out of order. Sinbad's not the lad's father. Why should he know what's happening?
I don't think you're in a position to remind anyone about their responsibilities.
Is that what you told Mr. Thornton?
What?
Well, me and you have never got on, have we? Is it you stirring things up with Thornton? Getting him to suggest that I resign my governorship?
I've had no contact with Mr. Thornton since I resigned. I haven't been stirring anything with him.
Oh.
Look, the whole neighborhood knows what you've been charged with. It wouldn't need any help from me to make the head teacher consider your position. I'd like an explanation about this car.
How can I explain when I can't even find Tim? Now, have you spoken to your Danny?
No, he denies it, but I know that boy. He'll have bullied Danny into it.
Oh, come on. Danny's big enough and clever enough to look after himself.
O'Leary was thrown out of school for bullying, for God's sake. He's a menace. And if you're seeing his mother, you should take on a bit of responsibility and keep him on the straight and narrow.
Hey, that is out of order.
Look, would you just keep out of this? This has certainly got nothing to do with you. Now, you can tell O'Leary that if I see him driving a car, I'll have no hesitation in reporting him. And in addition, I don't want him anywhere near my son. Now, is that clear? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, I wish I could. But it's true, isn't it? It is down to me as well as Carmel. God, you know, I couldn't kill him. Everyone's going to have a downer on me and her around here from now on.
What, without the full facts? Saying the first thing that comes into their head? Now you know me and Elaine for me. Join the club, mate.
Stay with us here on 4 Friday Comedy starts with Friends after the break.
Don't you look lovely? Isn't not Kylie a big girl now she's going to school?
Jack! Have you done them butties for this kid?
What do you think of my big lad, eh? Off to college. Grandad looks smart as well, doesn't he, Kyle? Yeah. Your daddy's going to be a teacher, you know.
Look at you. Hey, I'll bet you're going to be the cleverest girl in the class, aren't you, eh? And you'll be able to tell all your new mates that your mum is going to be dead famous on the telly and that. Oh.
Let's see how rehearsals go first, eh?
I'm making sure you know what you're doing, aren't you?
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm going to end up skint with all of this. I mean, all the travelling backwards and forwards to Manchester and the time off I'm having to take as well.
Hey, don't be saying that. Be worth it when you're on the box, love.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'll ring you later. Maybe we can arrange something for tonight.
Yeah, fine. Thanks for letting me stay. Bye, Dad. Bye.
Look, Dan, I think we need to clear the air over Eleanor.
As far as I'm concerned, you can do what you like.
Is that why you went off in a car with Tinhead? Because you feel I'm giving her more attention than I'm giving you?
I've told you, I didn't go in a car with Tinhead or Larry.
Look, Dan,
I know it must be hard for you since your mum and I split up, but I really do think you'd get on with Eleanor if you gave her half a chance. Now, how about if I invite her over this evening and, well, cook something nice for the three of us?
Do what you want. Bye.
Come on, I want you on this one as well.
Go in, Mum.
Come on now, big smiles. Jimmy, what's up with your face?
I'll deal with it.
I know what's going on now. It's a Lola.
Yeah, it's just a routine inquiry.
Is the girl next door as well?
Yeah.
Do you think it's to do with the Johnsons? Yeah, probably it is. What's up?
They want to interview me about Elaine's mum. Don't worry, just a few questions about the chippy and that.
You can't go now, you've got to go to college.
No worsh. So I'll call in tomorrow.
Right, I better get Kylie to school, have you? You don't want to be late on your first day.
Good luck, eh, kid?
Right, see you later.
Ta-ra, love.
Did they say anything about the head?
No, don't be worrying about that. They'd take me in straight away, wouldn't they? Nick said he got it from some fella.
What if they're not happy with that?
What if they put your name through a computer or something?
Last thing you need now is a run-in with the busies. They could ruin everything.
Well, that was the police. They wanted to know if I had any information about Mick Johnson and his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I just told them that I didn't know them that well. What have you got there?
It's the information packs from the adoption agencies.
Already?
Efficient, aren't they?
Yes.
According to these, we're exactly the sort of people they're looking for. Couples under 40, well, that's us, and we can offer a stable, loving home that's more than comfortable. We're an adoption agency's dream.
What's going on?
I was right. The police were here about us. Jackie Corkle said they were asking loads of questions about your mum and that.
Why can't they just accept what we told them, eh? Don't they realise it's the truth?
They don't believe us. They're obviously trying to find out if there was more to it.
Oh, we really need to get away from here. Even if it's just for a week.
I thought Eleanor said that we weren't allowed to go anywhere.
She might be able to persuade them for us.
She's been in touch by now. I don't know, what would it look like us just running off on holiday?
I don't care what it looks like. Mick, we could end up going to prison.
Don't start talking like that.
It's true. We're going to miss out on our children growing up. And I want to spend as much time as I can with Tanya and you and the kids. And apart from getting away from the gossips, this could be our last chance of a family holiday together.
All right. Oh, no, I'm not your teacher. I'm one of yous, a student.
Rach? Hiya. Have you booked a pendulum or something?
No, it's to carry my coupons around.
You what?
I've got a job delivering money off coupons. I put them into different envelopes and deliver them.
Hey, hang on a minute. I thought you were ill. Have you had some miraculous recovery or what?
Well, I felt better when this job came along. And it's great, I get loads of money.
You're joking, aren't you? It's slave labour, more like. And anyway, you did all right for wages at the bar.
Yeah, but I hardly saw Chris. With this, I can work when I want, and I'm getting plenty of exercise and fresh air.
Look, do you fancy a coffee?
No, I'd love to, but I best make a start with this lot.
Oh, just a coffee? I haven't seen you for ages.
Go on, then.
Do you have to bring that thing in? I didn't want Julia and a lynch mob of pensioners storming in looking for revenge.
Hey, you, I've spent too long on these envelopes to let kids nick them.
All right, so we'll just keep it out of sight, eh?
What are you like?
Okay, lights up.
Hey, mate, did you understand all that timetable business? Yeah. Doing my head in. Hey, look, listen. That next lecture, Is it in C7 or B7?
It's B7.
Oh, right, thanks.
So, when we got the results of the laparoscopy, you can imagine how we felt.
How's she facing up to it?
Well, she's putting on a brave face, but deep down inside, I know she's devastated.
How about you?
I'm not even thinking about how I feel.
Well, maybe you should. Susanna needs all your support, but you can't keep ignoring your own feelings.
Well, until she's stronger emotionally, I'm going to have to. Now she's decided if we can't have children of our own, we should try and adopt.
Adopt? You don't think it's a bit too soon?
She doesn't think so. And she's so fired up by this that she'd adopt a baby tomorrow if she could. I don't want her to be disappointed again. Oh, I'm sorry. Listen to me going on.
It's okay. You're more than welcome to sit and listen to my woes.
Problems with Belle?
Oh, it's down at the moment. He seems to be going through one of those phases.
Ah, teenage thing.
Well, it's more like not happy with Dad carrying on with another woman thing. I thought he'd come around to the idea by now, but he's getting more and more resentful by the minute. On top of all that, well, he seems to be getting involved with the wrong type.
Well, nothing serious, though.
Well, I think I've managed to nip it in the bud. Hopefully, we've had the last of it.
Kids say.
Well, as long as you know, if you'd ever want to hang up your trolley, there'll always be a job for you here.
Oh, cheers, Jack. You're a good mate.
Hey, it's not because we're friends. You're a brilliant barmaid, and people like to be greasers with a friendly face. Not like some of these trendy places in town where you get served by some failed model with a cob on.
Oh, I did enjoy working here. I just feel it's right to work from home at the moment. I get to see Chris more and we can save up a bit.
Yeah, but surely stuff and envelopes can't pay that much.
Yeah, well, if I could get faster at it, we could earn more.
Well, why don't you start spending a bit on yourself then? And how about us lot going out a bit more, eh? I mean, nothing used to stop our Friday nights, even when we were skint. We should start them up again.
Yeah, I'd love to, but Chris is usually off on a Friday and we like to stay in. Usually something good on telly and we just get a takeaway. It's dead cosy.
Oh, hey, do you think you're a bit young to be wearing matching slippers and spending every night at home in front of the telly?
It's not like that. It's wanting to be with the person I love. I don't know, maybe I'm just growing up a bit.
Yeah, fair enough. But growing up doesn't mean letting yourself go, does it? I mean, I'm not being funny, Rach, but you always used to look dead smart, all the latest gear and everything. But lately, well, it just looks like you don't care.
Of course I do. I'm just not obsessed with how I look, that's all. I still dress up when I want.
Don't tell me for Christine.
Whenever I feel like it. Honestly, I'm dead happy. Anyway, I better go. Get back to delivering. Thanks for the coffee, Jack.
You're welcome. See ya. See ya.
Hi, I just had some good news. I thought I'd come straight round.
Oh, come in.
Hi. I made an application about the residency condition of your bail, and there's going to be a hearing.
Really?
It means you'll have to appear before the magistrate tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant. Do you think they'll let us go away?
I hope so. Though there may be certain conditions, like having to report to the local police station every day, but I'm sure you won't mind that if it means you get a break.
We're not going anyway.
Oh, but Mick...
I'm sorry. I thought you were keen to get away from things.
Yeah, well, I am, but Mick's against it.
You're too right, I am. I'm not giving people any more cause to talk about it than they've already got.
Look, you have to give me clear guidance on what you both want. Let me know when you've made a decision.
Yeah, we will. I'm sorry, Eleanor.
I'll let myself out.
Look, Elaine, it's not just about the neighbours. We've got a chippy to run.
Well, Jimmy and Lindsay have managed okay before when we weren't there.
Not for any length of time. And anyway, we're not making enough money to be taken off.
It's only for a week or two.
And besides, there's no way I'm reporting to a police station every day. We haven't done anything wrong.
Yes, but...
We're staying here, and that's final.
Come on, you two, your teas are ready.
Come on, Jimmy, love. Wake up.
Oh. What happened to Mr. Creep the Croc?
You fell asleep before you finished the story.
Better get moving. Oh, Lindsay will be rushed off her feet.
You have something to eat first. She said she'd ring if it got busy.
Oh. I don't know how I'm going to keep all this up, you know. College during the day and then dragging myself off to work at night. Today was only my induction. God help me on my first day in school.
Got ages to go yet.
End of the week.
You what?
Well, it's only to observe, but I'm going to have to help, aren't I?
I can't believe it. You know, you being a teacher.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to have second thoughts about it all myself.
You'll get used to it.
And what about the money, eh? I mean, college during the day, my hours are cut back, aren't they?
Well, we've managed in the past plenty of times.
Too many times.
We'll get by. What's happened to this?
Nothing.
Jimmy.
I've got to read it for college. And the library only had one reference copy and, well, you can't take them out, can you, so?
So you pinched it?
All right, I feel less, but what else can I do?
Oh, wait, Jimmy.
Jackie, the books for my reading list are going to cost nearly 200 quid. So I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, putting food on the table comes first. So that's it. I'm afraid from now on, there's going to be a few more security alarms ripped from library books if I'm going to stick with this course. And that's a big if at the moment.
Hi, everything all right? Oh, had a panic on at the restaurant. Chef fell out with one of the suppliers. Had to deal with some substandard vegetables, but it's all sorted now, though.
I've written to the adoption agencies requesting interviews.
Oh, right.
For Catchall, I suppose they should get these by tomorrow.
Let's not build the hopes up straight away, eh?
Max, you've read the information packs for exactly what they're looking for.
Well, I know, but there's a long way to go. It's not cut and dried.
Max, I know. I have thought this through, you know.
Well, I just don't want you getting upset, that's all.
I know how strange it will feel, being handed a baby without ever having been pregnant, but I'll be able to cope. I know I will.
It's a big step.
We'll have to face the fact that we'll have no idea where our child comes from or who its real parents are. Oh, I wonder what it'll be. A little girl or a little boy?
Susanna, please, just take one step at a time.
And what if he or she wanted to trace its birth mother or father when it got older? I mean, what would we do?
Come on, you can't worry about little things like that. We haven't even applied yet.
I know. I'm being silly. And the quicker I get these off, the quicker all our questions will be answered.
So have you not been that busy then, kid?
No, not really. Oh, you look shattered, Dad.
I'm all right. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Jimmy. Or should I say sir?
Oh.
How'd it go today?
Not bad. Bit of a bombardment on the old brain, but apart from that, I enjoyed it.
Great.
What are you having?
Burger and chips, please.
Burger and chips coming up. You're eating a lot in here lately, aren't you, eh? Old fella not looking after you?
You're joking. As long as him and Ellen are kits off or alone together, they don't count, aren't they?
Well, they're all at it, them, aren't they, eh? Those
But that's the
postulates.
thing is, you think I don't know what they're up to.
Yeah, I can't see how anyone can make that mistake. I mean, if it wasn't for your brain, I wouldn't be on this course, would I?
You think you'll be able to keep up with it?
I hope so. That's if I don't get booted out for falsifying my qualifications.
I've told you, they won't check up.
The busy is mad. I've got to go in and see them tomorrow about Mick Jono. I'm telling you, if they start snooping round, I'm defo going to get caught. And even if I do manage to keep my place, I'm going to struggle to keep up with the reading. Never mind paying for the books. They've hit me with this big mad reading list.
My dad might be able to help you. If he's got the books you need in his shop, then we'll be able to get you a discount.
Nice one. But I'll still be struggling to pay. Unless, of course, we're talking 100% discount. Anyway, salt and vinegar?
Please.
Hi, Jack.
Hiya, Rach.
Hiya.
Hi. Nice to see you. I hope you've come for something to eat, because we've got some really nice specials on tonight.
Jackie, please don't mention food. We're out walking off the meal that Ollie made earlier.
Yeah, I made a bit too much.
No, it was delicious.
Well, it's nice to know there's a good cook in the neighbourhood if I'm ever stuck. Anyway, what would you like?
A couple of white wine spritzers, please.
That sounds fine.
Look, I'm sorry that Dan didn't stay. I really wanted him to spend some time with you.
It's best not to put any pressure on him. Besides, he probably thinks he's doing the best thing, keeping out of our way.
Yeah, true.
Hi, Mick.
All right, son.
Listen, have you had any thoughts about what you're going to do?
Yeah, look, we're staying put. And I've got my work here and the chippy to think about.
Okay. But I've kept the hearing listed at the magistrate's court tomorrow, just in case.
Hi, Mick.
All right, sonny. Hi, Jack.
Why are you, Mick? You weren't expecting to see you back so soon.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stop work just because the police have got suspicious minds, you know.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, I've already got someone in to cover for you.
You what? You've given me job away just because I got arrested?
Oh, no, your job's still here. I've just rearranged the shift so that you can have some more time off. I know how difficult it must be.
That's very considerate of you, Jack, but I'm here now, ready to start work.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Mick, but you didn't phone in or anything. I can't turn round and tell Tony to go home.
Oh, great. But I think there's more to it than that, don't you?
I think we better discuss this in the office.
It's got nothing to do with time off. It's more like you don't want a suspected murderer working here.
Actually, it wasn't anything to do with...
You got me down as guilty as well, have you?
No, I haven't.
God, Jackie, you're as bad as everyone else round here. You know, guilty till proved innocent. I don't believe this.
480, please, Rach. Ta. Christian loves fish chips and mushy peas. It's his favourite.
Very healthy meal, now. Everything you need's in there. Mushy peas.
Ta. How's it going with your singing?
Really well, thanks.
Just going to find out what date she's on telly soon.
Oh, great. Well, good luck with it. Thanks. See you.
Yeah.
Ta-da, love.
Well, that was delicious. Despite what the kids at school are saying about this place.
Why, what's being said, like?
Well, they reckon Tanya's granny ended up in the food. And in that case, I've just eaten Granny Burger.
What did you just say? Hey, Mick, he was only joking. You stay out of this. Come on in, you ponce little git. Tell me a joke.
It wasn't a joke. It's just what's always said at school.
Yeah, but it's smart Alex like you making the jokes in the first place, isn't it?
No, you're not.
Yeah, but he's old enough to start making all kinds of accusations, though, isn't he?
Leave it out, will you, Mick? He's only a kid.
Did you pull that writing on my window?
No.
Come on, boss. I think you better go home with me. You all right, Danny?
He's a psycho. Never seen Mick that angry before.
Well, you did go and put your footlights in it there, didn't you?
I'm gonna fix him.
Aye, aye, Danny Corleone. What are you going to do? Cut off a fish's head and put it in his bed?
I'll think of something.
Right, little hard fellow, isn't he?
Sick of people bossing me around. Now I'm gonna do what I like. Aye, you're back early. What's the matter?
What is it with people round here, eh? Why are they so quick to assume the worst of everyone?
Why? What's happened?
Well, I turned in for work and Jackie's given me jobs to someone else.
You've been laid off.
She didn't think I'd be there, so she arranged cover for me. But it's not that. She just doesn't want me around because of the police.
Can't you have a word with her?
She doesn't really want to know. All she cares about is her precious bar.
Yeah, but if you explain things to her, maybe she'd let you go back.
Elaine, I'm not begging her. People either believe us or they don't. We don't have to explain ourselves to anyone.
Hi, love. What are you doing out with him at this time of night?
I couldn't get him to sleep, so I thought I'd walk around, see how he are. He's fast asleep now. Your dad looks knackered.
I know. Do you think he'll manage with all this college work and working late here?
He'll be okay. He's got his heart set on his teaching business, hasn't he? I never dreamt he'd end up doing anything like this, you know. But he's having a go.
Dad proud of him, you know.
Me too, love.
There you go, thanks. You shouldn't have come round, love. Don't like our little Will being out so late.
It's all right. He's flat out now. So you aren't worried about her, are you?
Jiggered.
Got a busy day tomorrow, haven't you?
I could do without going to see the busies. If they'd been going round asking questions, I just wish we'd told Mick Johnson where to go.
They haven't got any proof, have they?
We don't know that, love.
Well, you were all confident about it this morning.
That's going to ruin everything. Might as well wave goodbye to me course. Then again, they could be doing me a favour, putting the mockers on this teaching lark.
Don't say that.
Love, we're skint. We haven't got two halfpennies to rub together, and here's me playing at being school teacher.
We'll manage.
I don't know. I'm kidding myself, Jack. Even if I had the energy, I haven't got the brains. It's only that it was easier lugging bricks round all day, labouring in Basingstoke. At least then I was bringing home a proper wage.
Now, listen, we'll have none of that. There is no way you are giving up this teaching course.
I'll just have to face it, love. The way things are going, I mightn't have much choice.
Yes, mate.
There you go.
Thanks, babe.
You okay? Oh, forget about Jackie Dixon.
No, it's not just about Jackie Dixon. I went to Chippy after I spoke to her. And that little Simpson get was shooting his mouth off.
What about?
I overheard him telling Jimmy what all the kids have been saying about us. I lost me temper.
Oh, no. Didn't hit him, did you?
No, I could have done, though, very easily. But I can't help it. It's so annoying. Everyone deciding that we're guilty before we've even got to court.
We really need to get away, you know, Mick. This isn't doing any of us any good.
Elaine, if we could go, and there's no guarantee that the magistrate will let us, it's like showing people that we're weak, that we can't face it all.
But other people have already made their minds up about us. It's just us and the kids. And if we do end up in prison, we are going to regret every minute that we didn't spend with them while we had the chance. Oh, come on, Mick, you know I'm right. We need to get away before we get ourselves into any more trouble.
All right.
Oh, great.
Yeah, let's keep the kids off school and get away. Spend some time together. I mean, it won't stop them all talking about us, but at least we won't have to listen. We know we're not guilty. And that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
The new Brookside magazine is now available in the shops for just £1.95. And coming next tonight on 4, film comedy with Tom Sharp's Wilt.
Hi, Jackie. Is Jimmy?
Yeah, come in. Like to see you.
Oh, right, okay. Everything all right?
Yeah. Just come to ask a favour, you know.
Oh, yeah, go on, far away.
Well, we're going to the magistrate's court this morning, and we're hoping they might let us go away for a few weeks, you know.
Oh, what, you getting off, are you?
Well, hopefully. Just to Wales, like, you know. Elaine wants to get the kids away while we've still got the chance.
Oh, that'll be nice, Lou.
So what's going to happen to the chip, you like?
Well, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind looking after the police for us.
Well, the extra money would come in handy, but, well, I'm at college all day, aren't I? Oh, Lindsay will be on her own.
It's okay, Lindsay will manage. You just enjoy your holiday, love.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, look, thanks. I mean, we're really grateful, you know. Look, before we go, I'll call in the shop and sort everything out with you, Lindsay.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Jimmy, and cheers for us, actually.
Don't mention it.
Ciao, love.
Ta-da. Well, that's nice, isn't it? What are you playing at? You've really dropped us in it now, haven't you?
Oh, don't be soft. You'll manage.
Well, I'm going to have to now, aren't I? There's an old kip of them swanning off on holiday. Well, we all know where the money's coming from to pay for that, don't we?
Where?
That'll be what's left of the old girl's savings, won't it? Pity we don't know someone we could bump off to get our hands on a few bob, innit?
Jimmy, that's a terrible thing to say. They didn't kill her for the money, and you know it.
Well, it doesn't look like the busies believe that, does it? Otherwise, they wouldn't be calling me in, would they?
Yeah, well, listen, Jimmy. Whatever you do, don't you be risking getting yourself into trouble for the sake of Mick Johnson, OK?
Don't worry, I won't. And enough, they won't even mention the heroin.
You took your time?
Yeah, we stopped off at the sweet shop on the way round.
Oh, Mel knows you're a soft touch. Sweets left to school. You spoil that girl.
Oh, yeah, well, you spoil me.
What do you want for breakfast, love?
Just a bacon butty, tar. Any chance of a lift to the praise when you're going to work?
Yeah, no problem. Where you going?
I just want to call in the bar.
See anyone in particular?
I need to see Jackie about something.
Hey, I'd watch her, you know. She can be a right one.
Oh, aye. Is she now?
Yeah, eats fireman for breakfast.
Morning, love. What do you fancy?
Just have a sausage butty town.
Oh, sorry, they've all gone.
Suppose he's eating them all.
Well, you could have had some too if you'd have been up earlier.
It's all right, I'll get something after. That's if he doesn't eat everything first.
Tim!
Just wanted to see if your Al fella had any of these books in his shop.
Well, he said he'd be able to get you a discount when I asked him.
Oh, right, nice one. You okay after the other day with McJohn?
Oh, just about. That's the second time he's gone for me. I hope they lock him up. He's a madman.
Yeah, well, you can't blame him for getting angry after what you said.
The way he behaves. I'm surprised the police think he murdered Tanya's gran.
All right, Al. I just wanted to see you about these books I need for my course. Danny said you might be able to sort me out.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do for you. Should be able to get 10% off them.
Oh, right.
It's usually 20%.
Yeah, for myself and my family, but for everyone else, we're only allowed 10%.
Oh, well, at least it's something, eh? Thanks.
So how's the course going?
Yeah, early days, but I think it's going to be sound.
Well, I'm sure you'll inspire many of your future pupils with your flair for the subtleties of the English language.
I'll see my cell phones. Thanks.
Bye. Right, well, I better be off.
Why couldn't you give Jimmy the full discount off those books?
Because I can't start a cheap book scheme for the whole neighbourhood.
Yeah, well, he's not got very much money and he needs them for his course.
Look, I've got to go, Dan. I've got a busy day.
Oh, you've forgotten that list.
I won't be able to deal with it today. I've got a book signing and the shop will be packed. But don't worry, it'll keep. See you tonight.
Maniac.
What's he playing at?
The lad in the back of the car was your Tim, you know.
Nah, but that's an hour well older than our Tim.
Hey, I'm telling you, that was him.
You all right?
Yeah, just about. Oh, this is knackered, though. I have to get it checked out. Did you see who was in the back of that car?
No, I didn't get a close look. But I think it was those young hooligans that your Timothy's been knocking around with.
Hang on, I know he's a little scally, but I think this is a bit out of his league.
Hey, don't be so sure, mate. I mean, the defo looked like him to me and all.
I think your little brother needs taking in hand before he gets totally out of control.
There you go. Thanks. So how's it been without your dad then? Oh, heaven. Well, he's only been gone a few days. You managed to find a way to get rid of him on top of the Oh, no, to be honest, I've been weighing things up. And I think I overreacted about him buying into this place. I mean, like he said, JC could have lumped me with some flash Charlie Potatoes as a partner. Yeah, I suppose. Hey, look out, here comes your number one fan. Do you know, he's never away from me. He can't leave me alone. Cleo.
Hiya.
Hiya. Shouldn't you be putting out fires and saving people's lives?
I've just finished night, so I've got a couple of days off.
Oh, it's a bit early to start drinking, isn't it?
Balls. Thought I'd come in here for a coffee. I'd only be sitting around at home otherwise.
Well, there's always jobs that need doing around here if you've got nothing to do, you know, like mend a few things or shift some junk for us.
All right, give us a free coffee and I'll sort it out for you.
Oh, nice one. Just give us 2 minutes and I'll see what needs doing.
Ta.
You have got him right where you want him. If you clicked your fingers, he would jump up and roll over. I know. It's great, isn't it? Every girl should have one.
Yeah, looks like this is knackered. We'll have to make do with the spare till I get a new one.
What's happened there?
Some tow rag just ran me off the road.
Go away.
Stolen car, we believe.
It's getting worse round here.
And the problem is, I think I saw Tin Head in the car.
Can't say I'm surprised, Sid.
Nor am I.
What am I going to tell Carmel?
Well, surely it's better if she finds out now and puts a stop to it, rather than letting him get into even deeper trouble.
Yeah, he could be right.
Listen, Sid, could you keep an eye on the shop and our house for us? We're getting off to Wales this hobby.
Oh, the magistrates give you the nod?
Yeah, means we've got to report to the local police station every day, but at least we'll have a break for a few weeks, you know?
Yeah,
Well, look, Mick, I don't mind popping in from time to time, see that everything's all right.
Hey, cheers, Bill.
Would you believe the cheek of them?
Hey, Ben, get on the blow to the busy, see what they can sort out.
Hey, Sid, what if it is Carmel's lookout?
Well, it's his lookout, isn't it? I mean, someone's going to get hurt the way them dickheads are driving.
Morning.
Hello, David.
How are things? Oh, you know.
Well, have you told him our news yet?
Yes, I have. Adoption.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. That's very good news.
Which is, isn't it? We're terribly excited. I'll go in and pay for the petrol, get a magazine. Do you want anything?
No, thanks. Well, she certainly seems to have a heart set on it.
Well, the prospect of adoption at the moment, it's the one thing that's keeping her going. I'm going to see if I can make some inquiries, speed the process up a bit.
Any joy?
No, not at all. Nothing yet. But I've got to do something. I mean, I'm worried about her, David. I mean, I'm worried that she might go under at any time. This business of adoption, it's a lifeline to her.
God's sake, what's that noise?
What was that?
Careful. Hey, you! Come back here!
Who was it, Pink?
I couldn't tell.
You better clear the area. That could go up any moment.
Evacuate the garage, everybody! Come on!
Come on, Susanna.
Everybody out! Phone the fire brigade. Come on!
Yeah, just at the top. That started about 5 minutes ago.
Dan, what are you doing here? Is everything okay?
Yeah, just thought I'd come to town. I've got a free period, so I don't have to be back till 1:30.
Well, look, I'm a bit snowed under at the moment. I can't really take a break, but you can sit in my office if you like.
Hey, sorry, I thought I'd look for some books I need for my science assignment.
Okay, well, you know where everything is, and if you find what you're after, let me know. I won't be long.
Okay.
What's going on here, Pink?
Well, they've got it under control there, Kevin, so there doesn't seem to be any danger of the fire reaching the garage.
What's that doing here? I thought everybody got out the car.
Better go and see if we can find anything else. Just hope to God our Timothy isn't involved.
Did you find anything you like?
No, I couldn't find the right section.
What, do you want me to look up the title for you?
It's all right. I probably won't need it anyway. I'll better get back to school.
Well, make sure you go straight back.
I will.
See you later, then.
And did it surprise you when Mr. Johnson told you he was opening a flash new chip shop?
No. Well, it seemed like a good idea, you know. I mean, well, everyone knows there's loads of money to be made out of them.
Do you know where Mr. Johnson got the money from to start up his new business?
No, I never asked. Insurance, I suppose. And not that I'm saying there's anything dodgy in it, you know, like, Mick's not like that, you know, well, he's dead straight, Mick, you know.
Did he ever mention anything about Mrs. Charlton contributing towards the business?
Look, I just work there. We don't talk about things like that.
What sort of person would you say Mr. Johnson is?
He's all right. You know, he's a good boss and that, like.
Can he be temperamental at all?
No. I mean, usually, you know, he's, well, he's dead sound, you know.
How do you mean, usually? Got a bad temper, has he?
Well, no. I mean, he went through a bit of a bad patch, you know, a while ago, like, well, he got into the weights and that, and started using steroids, you know.
When was this?
I don't know now. But he gave it up ages ago. You know, for the kids, like.
But they made him short-tempered. Liable to flare up under stress.
No. I don't know. I suppose so, yeah.
Do you work for Mr. Johnson full-time?
No, not at the moment. Just started a course at college, you know.
In?
I want to teach.
Really? Going back to the chip shop. Chips with everything. Strange, Mr. Johnson not working there himself. Surely after setting it up, you'd expect him to.
He only works in the bar next door, doesn't he? As a chef.
Of course, yeah. Right, next I'd like to ask you some questions about the run-up to Mrs. Charlton's death.
Well, like I said, Mick never talked about it much, you know. Only about how sick she was. I mean, come on, I never really even knew the woman.
You never know. You might know something that's of importance to our investigation.
Like what?
Well, let's find out.
The ambulance was one of the firefighters. Dropped a sledgehammer on his foot. Whoever crashed the car got away unhurt.
Well, I tell you what, if your Tim was in that car, he can count himself very lucky.
What's the situation with the garage? They're just about to let you reopen it.
Oh, that's a relief. Right, get the car.
Hello. What's happened? Someone crashed a stolen car. It was terrible. Oh, you're getting big. Yeah, he's got his dad's appetite. Oh, isn't he cute?
How are you doing, love?
Oh, you know, getting on with things. Anyway, we might have some good news coming along soon. Oh, what? We've applied to adopt. Oh, have you? Yes. Well, things are moving a bit too slowly for me at the moment. Max is looking into it, saying we can't speed the process along a bit. Wish you all the best with it, love. Oh, thanks. And I'll keep you posted. Yeah, bye.
Charlotte. I didn't think your brother was involved, do you?
I hope not for his sake, especially if I find out that he was.
How come he's such a little scout?
I don't know what's up with him. He's always been like that.
Especially with you being the big firefighting hero.
Not to mention big-hearted handyman. Do you want me to finish clearing out that cellar for you?
Yeah, go on. I want to see if your mates will give you a hand.
You're lucky to have me. Any of that lot would charge you.
Well, you can tell them that they're all welcome to come for a drink at the bar any time. Hey, I got cop Casey off with one of them. She's got a thing about firemen.
After the other night, I'd say you have too.
Hey, cheeky thing.
Why don't I ask them in now?
Well, they're on duty, aren't they?
Yeah, but they need to fill up from the main supply. I'm sure they'd appreciate a cuppa or a lemo.
Oh, go on then. Bob Brooker likes to do it to be for the community.
So he never mentioned anything after Mrs. Charlton's death? Nothing about the circumstances of what happened?
No. She was bad with the cancer. We all knew that.
Come. Thanks very much. Well, Mr. Corkhill, looks like you've got quite a record.
Yeah, look, that's all in the past. Things are going really well for me now.
Very commendable. I see you had something of a drug problem a while ago.
Yes, I admit it. But I put all that behind me now. Look, I lost my eldest lad because of that mug not that long ago. There's no way I'd have anything to do with it ever again.
Were you aware that Mr. Johnson gave his mother-in-law heroin not long before she died?
No, I wasn't.
So you had nothing to do with getting the heroin? I mean, it seems to me if Mr. Johnson wanted to buy drugs, you'd be the first person he'd go to.
No, look, hang on. I don't know anything about it.
He's been good to you. Are you sure you didn't do him a little favour?
I'm positive. Look, if he could get hold of steroids, he'd be able to get hold of all sorts of gear, wouldn't he?
There you go. Thanks. Lined me up on the phone. Told you they were coming. What do you like? I didn't really got this place so you can take the fellas. Yeah, one of the perks of the job.
I'm just going to see if we can fix that door in the lady she said was dodgy.
Oh, listen, you don't have to do it today. You know, you've done enough.
I've told you I don't mind. You seen any you like?
What What's she been saying?
Oh, look at you, you made up.
I'll just go and see if I can sort that door out for you.
Oh, listen, I feel terrible you doing all this and not taking anything for it.
Don't worry about it. You can pay me in kind.
Got him well trained, haven't you?
I know, it's great. I can get used to having a fella running around here after me.
Well, look, Rachel's already dropped everyone for Christine, so don't you start getting all serious with Ben.
I'm not. We're mates. Nothing serious.
I've just been in the chippy looking for you.
Oh, the business kept me longer than I expected, so I'm late. What's been going on over there?
There was some divvies smashed through the fence. Did the police say anything about you going to college or your qualifications?
No, they weren't interested in me. It's Mick they're going for. They are defo on his case for killing the old girl, do you know that? And I reckon they think it's mainly him, because they hardly ever mentioned delay.
He deserves everything he gets, in my opinion. Call around, give you these.
Oh, hey, Danny, nice one, look at that. Thanks, kid. How much do I owe you?
It's all right, my dad got them for you. He's going to claim them as damage, so the shop doesn't have to pay for them.
Oh, little fiddle, eh? Nice one, all.
Don't say anything, though. He's a bit embarrassed.
Understood.
And I'll let you know about the other ones later.
I might get a chance to have a little read in my shift. Come into the chippy. I'll fix it up with some free scran.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm going to get home. I'll get changed. But I'll see you later, though.
Yeah, okay. Hey, thanks again.
Yeah, all right, see ya. What are you up to?
Shh, will you get me collared?
Why, what have you done?
Me and my mates crashed that car over there.
Was anyone hurt?
Nah, but it was a top buzz. The engine blew after we got out.
Well, you might have got caught.
Only sucks about you worried about getting caught. That's why you never do nothing.
That's where you're wrong. I went shoplifting in town earlier.
Big deal. I was doing that when I was about 7. Let me know when you catch up, eh? And you'd better go home and do your homework or something. You might get in trouble.
Hey, soft lad. I want a word with you.
What for?
Just come here, never mind what for.
You have to catch me first.
Come here. Right. See you, ma'am.
All right, Tom.
Oh, Jimmy, look, I'm very sorry, but I've been really busy today.
How do you mean, like?
I forgot the list, but I'll definitely take it in tomorrow, okay? See you.
Any luck?
Yes, it seems that Colin from the Round Table has got a friend who has contacts with one of these adoption agencies.
Really? Have you spoken to him?
Yeah, and he's arranged for us to have a meeting tomorrow to have a chat with someone who can advise us.
Oh, Max, that's marvellous news.
Now, look, I don't want you getting worked up. It's just for a chat, all right? Just to see the lay of the land.
Oh, yes, I know. But even so, we're a step closer.
Well, we don't know that, do we? And we certainly won't be coming home tomorrow with a baby.
Oh, yes, I know. But once he's met us, he'll see we're ideal. Oh, I can't wait. We've finally got things moving.
You stupid little...
Hold on, let him speak first. What's the matter?
Where have you been?
Out.
Doing what exactly?
Nothing.
Oh, come off it. I saw you in that car. You nearly ran me and Ben off the road.
Don't you realise how easily you could have been killed? I've watched loads of kids your age getting pulled out the wreckage of cars they've nicked.
What are they going on about? I haven't been in any car.
Well, that's not what I've heard. Now, what have you been up to?
As if I'm stupid enough to get in a stolen car.
You're stupid enough, all right.
Ben! Look, love, I don't want you joyriding, because you're going to end up in an accident.
I haven't been in any car. He's just trying to get rid of me so we can have you and our house to himself.
Oh, don't talk wet.
I'm telling you, Mum. He's just trying to turn you against me. And you're letting him.
Tim, wait, I want to talk to you.
Hey.
I want a word with you.
Why, what's up?
I had a little chat with your helper before, and he didn't seem to know anything about those books that you got for me.
Well, he probably just doesn't want you to make a fuss.
Oh, aye. It's funny that, because he said he forgot to take the list in to work with him. So either he's got a photographic memory, or you're telling porkies.
You got your books for free, so why are you worried where they came from?
Because I am, that's why. Now, come on. The truth.
I took them from my dad's shop.
You are? You nicked them?
Well, my dad wouldn't give you the full discount, so I thought I'd get them for you.
What are you like?
Well, you needed them.
Danny. I appreciate what you've done. But imagine the trouble you'd get into if your old fella finds out.
He won't, though.
But if he did, you'd be right in it, wouldn't you? And so would I. Imagine a trainee teacher getting caught receiving stolen books from a kid. I'd be booted off my course straight away.
Oh, no one will find out. And if you really need them...
Okay. I want you to promise me one thing. That you won't rob anything else.
Promise.
He wouldn't talk to me. He's run off somewhere.
Let's hope it's not to rob another car.
Now, hang on a minute. You don't know it was him in that car this morning.
I'm pretty sure it was him, you know.
Well, considering what you're accusing him of, I hope you're more than pretty sure. Because I don't want him getting the blame for something he hasn't done.
Hang on, what are you trying to say?
I don't know. Maybe he's right. Maybe you have got it in for him.
Oh, forget it. If you want to believe that little gets over me, then fine. I'll tell you what, if you do, you're going to regret it.
On 4 next, the first in a stunning series of wildlife films straight out of Africa. Observe an amazing 12 hours at a typical waterhole after the break. Watching 4 up close.
Dan, morning all.
Morning. So this is it then?
Yeah, first day at school. How do I look?
Just like a real sir.
Thank you very much.
Still beats me why you want to train to be a teacher at this stage.
Hey, listen, the older the better. Those kids need someone real to teach them. Someone who knows what it's like to be a 14-year-old with no prospects.
Well, I admire your enthusiasm.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks very much. Not that I think I'll need it.
Come on, Dan. Better get going.
Tell me how you get on.
Yeah, I will do. See you later.
Yeah, see you.
Hello.
What are you doing? I've already dropped Carly off. You're going to be late.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Late on my first day at school.
499, 500. Right, that'll have to do.
I'll carry that down for you now. Just let's finish me tea.
Oh, thanks. Time you due in?
Not till later, so I think I'll just stay and listen to some CDs.
Look at you. You could always come out with me if you've got nothing better to do.
Ah, you don't need me. I'll have that finished in no time. And just think, then we can spend the rest of the evening together.
Thanks for reminding me. I knew there must be a good reason why I'm doing this.
It's great though, isn't it? Having all this spare time together.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll pick up a video on my way back from my deliveries. I fancy watching something really sappy and romantic.
Yeah, get something with loads of fighting and killing in it.
Yeah, okay. I suppose we haven't watched anything like that for ages, have we?
What would I want to watch a film like that with you for, eh? It's so easy to wind up, Rachel.
I knew you were only kidding. I was as well, so there. I was going to get a romantic film anyway.
Oh, wait, you know, Mrs. Wright. I think you're getting a bit too full of yourself. In fact, I think this paper round has gone right to your head.
Hey, you! Less of the paper, and it's a better job than that.
Only just. Listen to violence. I'm a battered husband now.
Oh, I've got butterflies in my tummy again.
You're not having second thoughts, eh?
Oh, no. I know it's just a matter of going through the motions. But I'm not going to be able to feel really relaxed until this whole thing's over and done with.
Well, it was lucky that Arthur was able to see us so soon. Apparently it's very well connected. She'll be able to tell us everything we need to know.
Nah, that's better. Now, what about me? Do you think I should have worn my brown suit? Oh, I just can't decide.
You look fine as you are, but it'll be plain sailing once we get past this meeting. We just have to be a little bit careful with questions like our marital status. I think we'll have to be economic with the truth.
Oh, gosh. I mean, what if they ask us if we're married? And what about Thomas and Alice? We have to mention them.
We'll just have to play it by ear. But with a sweet talker like you on our side, we can't lose.
Don't run! You ought to know better, Richard, so get more sense from the Year 7s. Now move along.
Yes, miss.
Richard, I've just told you, don't run. It's like talking to a brick wall. You look lost, can I help you?
Yeah, Jimmy Corkle. I've been sent here for my teaching practice. I'm looking past 10B.
Well, you come to the right person, Michelle Jenkins.
Oh, right.
Your subject mentor. I've been expecting you. 10B's my class, come on.
So, what are they like then? Worst class in the school, are they?
No, they're okay once you get to know them. Quite well behaved. Why? You're not nervous, are you?
No, no, hey, go away. Ready to go, me.
Well, I better let you get started then. Come on.
Cheers, Jack.
Thank you. So, big night then? Hey, there's nothing big about it. I'm going for a drink with a friend. Nothing more. That's what they all say. Well, you must be doing something, like, because he can't keep away from you.
Who's this, Ben? I did hear you were a night.
God, and you say women gossip? Who's been talking to you?
A little dicky bird's been keeping me informed, you know.
Oh, and who would that be? Rachel?
Rachel, no. Where's she hiding these days? I want to see her. I'm going down to Bristol this week to pick little Ruth up. I want to know if she wants me to take anything down to Mandy.
She's out delivering.
Delivering?
Yeah, well, when she worked there, we hardly seen each other, so she got herself a little delivering and packing job.
What, door to door, like?
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
I don't think so, mate. A friend of mine tried that, you know, said it was dead hard work. She's gonna hate it.
You're kidding, man. Yeah, she loves it. I mean, she's got it so she only works when she wants to. And you know, Rach, anything for an extra lie-in. All right, Jack. Still right for tonight?
Yeah, brilliant.
Bottle of lager, please.
Yeah, Jack, I'll get this. Yeah, cheers.
Thanks. You ran out early, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I didn't think there was anything to hang around for, so...
You're not going to let out Sim come between you and me mum, are you?
Looks like he already has, mate. I don't know how she can believe that lying little get before me, I'll never know.
Don't take it personal. She's always been dead protective about our Tim. You can't change the habits of a lifetime overnight. Just be patient with her. You'll sort it out. What time is it, love?
I ain't got a watch, I'm sorry.
How many of you would like to get married in the future? Have a family? Own a car? Own your own house? So you can see that already you've started to make decisions, choices. So what preparations are you making towards reaching these goals?
Get my brother to buy me a lottery ticket twice a week.
What if your numbers don't come up?
There's always the horses.
I wouldn't bet on it, but then again, there's always the stage.
How do you mean?
Well, you could sweep up after the real comedians are finished. Right, class. I'm going to have to leave you for a little while, but Mr. Corkill will be keeping an eye on you. Quiet! I want you to write an essay on how you intend to finance your goals. Legitimate ideas only, please. And I don't want any copying. So turn your papers face down on the desk when you've finished.
Right, everyone, get stuck in. And if anyone needs any help, you've only got to ask.
Thanks, Wendy. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Farnham. Hello, I'm Arthur Burton. Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
Yeah. And thanks once again for seeing us at such short notice. I hope we haven't inconvenienced you in any way.
Oh, not at all. But you do realise that this is just an informal meeting, and anything that I say to you is just my own personal opinion, and not necessarily the point of view of the agency. If you do wish to proceed, you still have to go through the normal adoption process.
Yes, of course.
Still, what I can do is offer you the benefit of my experience and advise you on your position.
Aye, what's all the noise? I can only see to one of you at a time, you know. Right, that seems fine now. Just keep it simple.
Hey, Diane. Jason wants to know if he can have his rubber back. No, but it's all right. Because if you really need it, I'll give you one.
Is that supposed to be funny? Hey, have you got a problem, son?
Yeah, I have actually, sir. You know, in relation to targets and goals, I'd just like to ask you something.
Go on.
He was the highest goal scorer in the Premier League last season. Fowler or Shearer? What's up, sir? Can't you take a joke?
No, you are very funny, aren't you? Just as long as it's at someone else's expense. Or would you still be laughing if I gave you the thick ear?
What?
You heard?
You touch me, I'll sue the pants off you.
Oh, is that right? Can't you take a joke, son? Has your sense of humour gone AWOL? Get on with it.
I've already finished, ages ago.
Has everyone else finished?
Great time now, anyway.
Right, well, that's it. Time's up. Turn your papers over on your desk in front of you and go out quietly. And in case you didn't know, that means no noise.
And how many years have you been married?
We were married in 1983.
Quite a long time. And your ages are?
Well, we're both the same age. We're 37.
Still in the twilight of our youth.
And what about children? Do you have any?
No. We did. Not now. Not anymore.
Darling, we lost our children 5 months ago. Car accident.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Have you considered trying for another child yourselves?
I found out a week ago that I can't have any more children. This is our only option.
I'm very, very sorry. But I'm going to be perfectly frank with you both. From what you've told me already, I really don't feel that you'd be considered by any of the agencies at this moment in time.
Why not? What's wrong with us?
Mr. and Mrs. Farnham, it's clear to me that you're both still going through the grieving process. It's far too soon to be even considering such a huge step as adoption. In my opinion, you clearly still have a lot of problems you need to come to terms with before you should even think about taking on another family.
Where are they all? Carval needed the toilet.
No, they're on the break.
Break? What break? It's not due for another half hour. Who told you it was their break?
That Thompson lad. I mean, they all agreed. They all said they'd finished the work, so I thought, you know, well, thought it'd be okay, like.
Thought as much. Half of them hadn't even started.
It's outrageous. How could we possibly be considered as being unsuitable? Mr. Farnham, it's not simply a matter of being suitable or unsuitable. Mrs. Farnham, would you like a cup of tea?
Tea? Tea? She doesn't want a cup of tea. She wants a baby. Instead, she gets told that we are not suitable to adopt.
We've got everything you could possibly want to offer a child. 2 loving parents, A good home with a garden that the child would want for nothing.
Mrs. Farnham, this isn't an auction with the child going to the highest bidder. An auction? Do you really think it's that trivial to us? We have lost 2 children. Having another baby would mean the world to my wife. Can't you see the state that she's in? Exactly. Look, I'm just here to advise you. You're still free to go through with the process if you wish. I just feel you'll experience much the same reaction wherever you go. Before you do go any further, I really do feel that you and your wife ought to consider contacting bereavement counsellor. I can put you in touch with someone if you wish. I'm sorry. I really don't feel there's anything else I can say.
Oh, hi. You're late.
Yeah, stopped over at Michael's to test that new computer game.
All right. Well, I hope you've got a good appetite. I think I've overdone it with the pasta.
Actually, I don't fancy anything to eat. Michael's mum made us both some sandwiches. She's really good like that.
Oh, okay then. Well, perhaps you'd like some a bit later. I was looking forward to us having a meal together, but there's something that I want to talk to you about.
Hmm?
So how'd you fancy coming horse riding with Ella and I this weekend?
No, thanks. I'm going to Mum's.
Weren't any arrangements made for this weekend? Have you spoken to her?
Oh, no, not yet. But she won't mind. She loves having me around. Anyway, give you a chance to spend some time with Eleanor without having to worry about me hanging around. You know what they say, 2's company, 3's a crowd. Right, that's it. I'll go up to get changed. I'll go out if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine by me.
Oh, thanks very much. See ya.
Oh,
At last. What time did you call this?
sorry, love. I couldn't help it. I had to stay behind and have a one-to-one with the teacher to reflect on the day.
Yeah, but while you've been busy reflecting or whatever you call it, I've been rushed off my feet.
Sorry, love. What have you done to your arm?
Oh, just a bit of a burn, really, you know. Doing the job of 4 people. Look at me, I'm supposed to be going to Manchester next week for another rehearsal. What am I going to look like with a stupid bandage on my arm?
Is it bad or what?
No, not really. I suppose I should have been more careful. Oh, how did your day go? Someone was saying it's a bit rough in that school.
Oh, no, it was great. Kids don't know what's hit them. It's yes, Mr. Corkill, no, Mr. Corkill. Just got to let them know where they stand, you know.
Hey, I thought we were supposed to be going out early.
Oh, stop moaning, will you? I've lost the keys to the office and it's unlocked.
Thought it was supposed to be a night off. Can't you look for them tomorrow?
No, because I know what'll happen. As soon as my back's turned on, Mike will be in there using the phone. Oh, where they are, just give us 2 minutes.
Still staying out the way, then?
Is it that obvious? Nah, I just don't want to cause any more problems.
Look, I don't want to interfere, but if our Tim gets the idea that every time he causes trouble, you stay out the way, we'll just do it all the more.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. There's only one way to sort him out. That's to stand firm.
Are you ready then? Or are you two going to stand there gossiping all night?
See ya.
Later.
Tell you what, Rach, we had a laugh in work today. I mean, even Jackie Dixon looked happy. She must be on a promise or something. What's the matter? What is it?
It's just so awful, I can't get it out of my head.
What? Rach, what's happened?
What you got to tell me? He came from nowhere, started pushing himself up against me.
Who did, Rach? Where?
I don't know, just some fella. He came up behind me and then he made me.
He made you what? Oh my God, he didn't.
No, he made me touch.
What? He made you touch him? Well, how? I mean, didn't you pull your hand away?
Of course I did, it all happened so fast. I didn't even know he was there till he pushed up against me. I grabbed my hand, there was nothing I could do about it.
Look, so what happened then, Rachel? Look, I know this isn't easy, but I need to know.
I just left my trolley and all my leaflets and ran and ran. Oh, I felt so dirty. I just wanted to come home and have a bath. I've been in the bathroom just washing and washing for ages.
Alright. Just let it all out. No one's got it on you now. No one.
All right, Einstein. You'll be sick of all the schoolwork by now. What theory are you working on?
I'm showing you. Didn't realise how much was taken on, kid.
Why? What's the problem?
It's in school today, right? I'm just walking out through the door, and they suddenly land me with this self-evaluation profile that's got to be done for tomorrow. I'm telling you, there's no end to it.
Well, you're thinking of jacking it in already, are you?
No, I don't know. I'm going to cope. Especially with Mick and Elaine being away. Why are you after?
Oh, nothing. I've had something to eat. Just killing time, you know. Trying to keep out the way.
How'd you move it?
Well, to be honest, I'm having a bit of a problem staying at Carmel's, what with Tinhead and that. We just don't get on. He's a nightmare. He's got no respect for no one.
Well, look, why don't you move back to ours? I mean, Jackie was only talking about you this morning, you know. She looks on you as one of the family. I mean, she's worried that you're, well, not being looked after properly, you know.
Thanks, but no thanks. No, I've made a decision to move in with Carmel and I want to stick by it. I want to give the relationship a chance. I don't want to spoil by that idiot son of hers.
So have you enjoyed yourself then?
Yeah, of course I have. Why haven't you?
You know I have. But the night's not over with yet.
Hey, don't you be getting comfortable. I've got work in the morning.
Well, so have I, but I'm an early riser. I could wake us both up.
Not looking honest. I'm just coming to get my headphones in case you end up listening to something that I shouldn't.
Yeah, well, there's no chance of that, because Ben's just leaving, aren't you, Ben?
I'm getting thrown out. Charming. Thanks for that, Kate. I was doing all right.
Pleasure's all mine.
No, come on. I need to get my head down. I'll speak to you in the morning.
See you, Kate.
See ya. Didn't spoil anything today.
No, not as far as I'm concerned.
What's up with you? It's not like you to turn down the chance of a bit of the other.
Hey, you, Casey Rogers, you're going on like I'm some sort of sex maniac all of a sudden.
You're going on like you're not.
Cheek. Oh no, to be honest, he's a nice fella and all that, but I'm just not serious about him.
Well, are you going to tell him? Because he seems dead keen.
Oh no, I mean, he'll do for now, but I can't see it lasting. And I've told you, I'm not ready for settling down. And I don't think he is either, to be honest.
I'd like to eventually. Trouble with me is I can't seem to find a decent fella to settle down with.
Well, the one thing the CM business has taught me is to live for the day. Life's too short, and you don't need a man around to complicate things. I mean, just look at Rachel and how much she's changed since she married Christian.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you, that's what married life does to you, you can stick it. No one's ever going to let me have another baby, are they? Not after what I did to ours.
There's nothing to do with that. There were lots of things against us. Waiting lists. Our age.
What am I supposed to do with my life if I can't be a mother? That's all I ever wanted to be. When I was little, my favourite toys were my dolls. I never had any fancy ideas about doing anything else, not like Lisa. And she always wanted a successful career. Even when we played, she always wanted to be the bank manager or the accountant. But me, I was Tiny Tears' mum. Did I really do so badly, Max? Or is this all part of my punishment for being such a bad mother?
Would you like to come down for some supper? You didn't have any of the pasta before.
I got something to eat at Mick Johnson's chippy.
The chippy? Well, okay, then what was wrong with my pasta?
Nothing. I just wasn't hungry till I went out.
Right. Well, I'll leave you in peace.
Oh, Dad,
Yes?
turn the light off. Save me getting up.
Here, get that down, yeah. Let's hope you stop shaking.
Thanks, Chris. Will you give me a hug?
Hang on a minute, I just want you to cast your mind back to what happened first. Do you think you might have encouraged them in any way?
No, I've already told you there's no way. I didn't even know it was there till it happened. Why can't you believe me?
I do believe you. It's just that men interpret things in different ways. I mean, what made them come over to you in the first place? Did you smile at them?
No. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Why? What are you saying?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just trying to understand. I mean, maybe it's something you do that you're not even aware of.
Well, like what?
I don't know, but there might be something about you that makes men think that you give them the come on. It can't just be a coincidence.
Christian, what are you going on about? Nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
Well, there was all that business with your dad, wasn't there? I mean, don't you think it's strange? Nothing like this has ever happened to Jackie or Katie, has it?
No, never.
Have you ever asked yourself, Rachel, if what happened between you and your dad happened because something he saw in you?
Relationships are strained when Chandler oversteps the mark in Friends, kickstarting new Friday comedy next.